What's up, YouTube? Tim is here. Now, here is my opening slash streaming segment where I talk about the films and series that are coming out this week, whether it be theaters, streaming, etc. All right. The wide film release films we got out this week is the new horror film Longlegs, which stars Michael Moreau and Nicolas Cage, where FBI agent Lee Hawker is assigned to an unsolved serial killer case that takes an unexpected turn, revealing evidence of the occult. Harker discovers a personal connection to the killer and must stop him before he strikes again. And the trailer for this has looked really good. Looks very creepy. You got Nicolas Cage playing killer, which I'm still appalled they haven't even shown him in the trailers and all. I cannot wait for this. Of course, it's directed by Oscar Perkins. Looks pretty creepy. I like Michael Moreau, who's becoming like a scream queen right now. So I'm definitely looking forward to see this when it premieres. All right, also out we got Fly Me to the Moon, which stars Channing Tatum and Scarlett Johansson, and sparks fly between marketing executives and NASA official as he makes preparation for the Apollo 11 moon landing. Now, this also got the likes of Ray Romano, Woody Harrelson, directed by Arrowverse showrunner Greg Berlanti. He also did Love, Simon a couple years ago too. He did a good job with that. I'm intrigued to see this. It looks really charming, looks cute. I like ScarJo, I like Channing Tatum, so I'm intrigued to see this one. We also have a re-release of The Lion King, which I'll probably give it a go because Lion King is obviously my favorite anime movie of all time. It turns 30 years old this week or this year. Crazy to believe that. So yeah, I'll definitely rewatch The Lion King and Deers. It's just so iconic. All right, now stuff coming to streaming. We got Divorce in the Black, which is directed by Tyler Perry, and stars Megan Good, where Ava's husband Dallas leaves her heartbroken as he deserts their marriage. Dallas's malice actions unravel as Ava gets a chance to find true love with her destined soulmate. And Tyler Perry, I like Tyler Perry. I think he's always I really quite like his Medea movies. They're a lot of fun. But lately, his stuff recent, Mia Culpa's terrible. This doesn't look all that good. I don't really have much hopes for this one. I'll probably watch it because you got Megan Good in it. Megan Good is just always good. Corey Hardwick is in this. He's a really cool actor. So I'll probably give it a go because I do like the actors, but I'm not really having too much high hopes for it. All right. On Disney Plus, we got Descendants: Rise of the Red, where daughters of the Queen of Heart and Cinderella travel back to time to prevent a coup in Arden. Now, this is actually coming to Disney Plus rather than straight up Disney Channel. And of course, you got Brandy coming back as Cinderella. Kylie Contrail is also in this. The actor who played Prince Charming from the Brandy Cinderella movie, he's returning this. So yeah, I'm actually looking forward to see this. I really enjoyed the Descendants movies. A shame that the likes of Dove Cameron's not back or Sophia Carson, but I'm interested to see where they're taking this new one. It looks more darker than the first three. The first three definitely had more light to them, and all. This definitely has a little more darker to it, which I guess explains why they decided to release it on Disney Plus rather than straight up Disney Channel. But I'm still intrigued to see this one premieres. All right. On Max, we got Quad Gods, which is a documentary following the lives of three New Yorkers with quadriplegia that meet in a narrow rehabilitation lab where they create the world's first ever fully quadriplegic e-sport team as they navigate New York City, confronting challenges at every turn. They pursue their shared dreams to compete as athletes while subverting a substitution about disability. And this looks like to be interesting. I do like really good documentaries, and this looks pretty touching. So I'll probably give this one a go. All right, we also got a film called Touch, uh, where a widower embarks on an emotional journey to find his first love, who disappeared 50 years ago. Now, this is directed by Balsar Komokar, uh, who's done other stuff. Like he did that Mount Everest movie a couple years ago called Everest. He did that Idris Elba Lion movie Beast, which is pretty cool. Chew Guns. He has put out some stuff I've really quite enjoyed. So I don't know. This looks pretty interesting. Looks charming. Definitely having a little bit of like a past lives feel to this. I don't know why. Just from the looks of it, definitely very in the vein of past lives in a way. So I don't know. Maybe it could be a good one. We also got a film called National Anthem, which stars Charlie Plummer and Eve Lindley. Dylan, a 21-year-old who lives in rural New Mexico and works as a construction worker to help support his little brother and alcoholic mother, joins a community of queer ranchers and rodeo performers. And I saw the preview for this. This actually looks like it could be really interesting. Charlie Plummer, I think, is a really good young actor. Like, I first remember him in this little film that not many people probably ever heard of, called King Jack. And then he also will go on to star in that All the Money in the World film with Charlie Plummer. What else was he in? Oh yeah, he was in that movie Spontaneous a couple years back too. He's a really cool actor, so I'm really glad to see him branching out more here. And this looks like it could be interesting to check out. So could be interesting. All right, we also got the A24 film Sing Sing, starring Coleman Domingo, where a small group of prisoners inside Sing Sing Correctional Facility, one of the world's most infamous maximum security prisons, attempt to stage their own original production of Breaking the Mummy's Code. And this looks terrific. You know, definitely could easily get Coleman Domingo another Oscar nomination. Uh, you got Paul Raci, who also is a Oscar nominated actor. Also, really cool that the actors in that, most of the supporting actors in this, are also are actually real life prisoners. So I find that should be interesting. And you got A24 attached to this. I'm really intrigued to see this one when I get a chance to. All right, we also got the horror film called The Adherents, which stars Peyton List, Bob Gutten, David Watson, Rachel Nichols. We're on the eve of his 75th birthday. Billionaire Charles Abernathy invites his four estranged children back home out of fear that tonight someone or something is coming to kill him. To ensure that his family will help protect him from whatever is coming, Abernathy puts each of their inheritance on the line. They'll get nothing if he's found dead by dawn. And the trailer for this does look pretty creepy. I mean, I could totally see this being terrible, though. But I really did quite thought the trailer looked really interesting. So I don't know, I'll give this one a go. You got Peyton List, who also has Cobra Kai out, I believe, next week. So cool couple weeks for Peyton List. I've always adored her, so I'm really glad to see her branching out more here. So hopefully it's a good one. All right, we also got a movie called Project Silence. Trapped on a collapsing bridge, survivors of a massive car pile finds themselves in a fight for their lives against mysterious creatures. That could be interesting to check out. We got a film called Lumuna, which stars Eric Roberts of all people. Like, man, Eric Roberts, like, look at his resume. He has like over 300 credits to his name, or 100 or whatever. Like, Eric Roberts has been staying busy. Now the film is when the sudden appearance of light from the sky causes his girlfriend to disappear. Alex and his friends embark on a quest to find her. The journey soon leads them to a deep underground military base where they encounter government agents and an alien menace that threatens their lives. And this does look terrible. You know, Eric Roberts, I don't know what's going on with his career, but man, he's always been doing some of these like terrible B level films. And yeah, this one doesn't look all that great. Speaking of Eric Roberts, he has another film out this week called The Outlaws, where a group of outlaws awakens to find their hard-earned bag of loot from the daring train heist is empty. A high-stakes interrogation begins as each cowboy becomes the focus in an attempt to unmask the thief among them. And again, Eric Roberts is also in this, so he has like 2 films out this week. So kudos to Eric Roberts. You know, you gotta eat there, I guess. But yeah, both movies are probably gonna be terrible. Eric Roberts' like resume has not been the best lately. So yeah. All right, we also got a film called The Convert, which is directed by Lee Tamari, who also gave us movies like Die Another Day, The Edge, and Next. A lay preacher's violent past is drawn into question and his faith is tested as he becomes caught up in a bloody war between Maori tribes after arriving at a British settlement in the early 1830s. And you also got like Guy Pearce is in this. I'm not really all that interested in that. I saw the preview for this. It looks completely boring. So yeah, like Lee has directed some really cool stuff. Like I'm one of the rare folks who like Die Another Day. The Edge is pretty fun, but not everything he's put out has been the best. We also got a film called Dandelion, which stars Kiki Lane, who you might remember from movies like If Beale Street Could Talk. She was in that Chip and Dale movie. She's a really good actress there. It's about a struggling singer-songwriter who falls into an intoxicating romance that leads her to a deeper appreciation of her artistic journey as she discovers a voice that is undeniably her own. And the track for this looks pretty charming. You know, I like Kiki Lane. I think she's a really terrific actress. You also got Thomas Daltrey is also in this too. So you got some cool cast members. So maybe it's a good one. Who knows? We also got a film called The Blue Rose, which stars a really cool cast that includes Olivia Scott Welsh, Danielle Belushi, Logan Miller, Ray Wise, and it's where a genre bending surrealist noir set in the 1950s. The Blue Rose follows on the one night journey of two rookie detectives as they set out to solve a seemingly clear cut homicide, only to find themselves in an alternate reality of their own worst nightmares. That could be interesting to see. I like the cast involved, so maybe it's a good one. All right. Now that's all the films coming out this week. Now on the TV front, on Apple Plus, we got Sunny, which stars Rashida Jones, who plays a woman who lives in Koto, whose husband and son vanished in a plane crash. Is gifted a domesticated robot from her husband's robotics company. That could be interesting. You know, you got Rashida Jones, who's amazing. Hey, anything with Rashida Jones in there, I'll probably give it a go. All right, we also got Receiver coming to Netflix, which is a football documentary where a sports series follows. Yeah, sorry, I just sneezed there. Anyway, it follows the 2023 season of the NFL receivers Devontae Adams, Justin Jefferson, George Kittle, Amon Ra St. Brown, and Debo Samuel. I mean, that could be good, but I don't know if I'm all that interested in that. So I'm not really too much of a huge like. I like sport movies. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. This doesn't really look all that interesting to me. Like I don't mind sport documentaries, by the way. Like there are some sport documentaries I have enjoyed before, like the Mike Jordan doc. That was pretty good, but I don't know. This one doesn't really fascinate me. All right. Now we also got a couple of anime stuff coming out this week on TV. We got Sausage Party Foodtopia, where after setting up to the human race following the events of the first film, Frank and his friends establish a safe haven dubbed Foodtopia following a massive flood that destroys their once promised land. They have no choice but to partner with humans to ensure the survival of their race. I love the first Sausage Party. I'm sorry, I'm not ashamed to say it. The first Sausage Party was awesome. So I'm really intrigued to see this new one. It looks a lot of fun too. So hopefully it's a good one here. All right, we also got Exploding Kittens coming to Netflix, based on the popular mobile game, featuring the voice of Tom Ellis, where like when an eternal conflict reached the epic proportion when God and the devil both are sent to Earth in the bodies of chunky house cats. So the trailers for this has looked a lot of fun. You know, you got Tom Ellis, who's always great. I believe Lucy Liu's also in this too. So you got some really cool supporting players too. So I'm intrigued to see this one. All right, we also got Mastermind, Think Like a Killer, returning, which is a like a true crime docu series. Vikings Valhalla, which is the third and final season of the Vikings series. I never really seen the show, but I heard cool stuff about it. Also on Apple Plus, we got a show called Me, which is like a which follows like a 12-year-old kid named Ben who is in the drills of middle school, and he discovers that he has superpowers. So that actually could be interesting. Last but not least, on MGM Plus, we got Emperor of Ocean Park, which follows Telecott Garland, an Ivy League law professor whose quiet life is quickly upended by the death of his father, Judge Oliver Garland, who's actually played by Forrest Whitaker. He, and the nature of the judge's death is questioned by Todd's sister, Mariah, like former journalist and infiltrate a conspiracy theorist who believes like that the judge, a failed black nominee to the Supreme Court, met with foul play. Now, of course, Forrest Whitaker is no stranger with MGM Plus because he has that show, Godfather of the Harlem, I think it's called. But from the sound of it, looks like he's barely even in the show. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It could be intriguing. You know, only person in this I mostly know of is Forrest Whitaker. Don't really know much about the other actors, so I can't really comment on that. I don't even have MGM Plus, so there's that. Like I have, I've been watching some MGM Plus stuff, but you know, I believe MGM Plus was originally Epix, but they got rid of the Epix word and just called it MGM Plus. So cool. But that's pretty much it there. Let me ask you guys, which of these films or series are you interested in? Are you interested in Long Legs, Flight Me to the Moon, Descendants, um, Sausage Party? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Timmy Siren.